As you can see, the Islamic side are out in the country, dancing around, clapping, singing, only hours after the Islamic attack on the synagogue in Manchester. This is the true nature of Islam and the political left. Absolute insanity. I tell you about the suspect. We have a clearer photo of him now, slightly. So you can see him wearing a suicide belt. The devices being attached to him earlier on. We can now confirm, and this has also been verified by Daily Mail, that he was in fact a Muslim. And I mean, surprise, surprise. But of course, the authorities still haven't released his name. I'm pretty sure, I think it's quite clear what his motive was, even though they say we don't know what the motive is. I think it's quite clear. And also, more people are being arrested in Westminster. We're going to go to Scotland as well, because we have the same problems in Glasgow and in Edinburgh. Let's go back to the arrests. Here we go. Insanity. The police spend more time filming them rather than actually doing a crackdown. I'm just going to quickly show you the situation in Edinburgh, as the rioters, the Islamic rioters and the political left have now broken through the police barrier and causing even more chaos. Let's go and see what's going on in Edinburgh. Wait for it. There you go. Wow. They can't even control anything, the police. It's absolutely embarrassing for the United Kingdom. Look at that. They don't even have enough members right now. They've completely taken control. But if you go to Trafalgar Square, the Islamic side and the political left have started pushing the police lines and the vans as well. And then they start chanting death, death to the IDF as usual. Let's quickly go and see what's going on over there. We have the name. Right. We have the name of the suspect. The police are struggling. Big shout out to Jack Hatfield, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news coming right now. The police have now confirmed the identity of the attacker of the Manchester synagogue. We can now reveal that he was the 35-year-old man called Jihad al-Shami. His first name was actually Jihad. Jihad al-Shami was a British citizen, but actually Syrian background. So he was from Syria, but held a British passport. According to the counter-terrorism, based on what we currently know, our records do not show any previous prevent referrals relating to this individual. Of course, prevent is the anti-extremist units that we have in the UK. That, you know, if you can refer people to that if you think they could be radical. But Jihad al-Shami was not referred to prevent. The police have added that 3 more people, 2 men in their 30s and 1 woman in her 60s, have also been arrested in relation to the attack on the synagogue. They are now being held on suspicion of commission, preparation and instigation of acts of terrorism. The police have also added that the 2 men who have been confirmed dead, but there's still 3 others who are in serious condition in the hospital. The other one is actually slightly better in terms of the recovery. But yes, so we can now confirm that the name of the attacker is Jihad al-Shami, 35 years old, British national, but actually Syrian, who has now been neutralized. We got more arrests being made as we speak in central London. This is our live feed thanks to Louis Errington. Now, I'm going to take you to Glasgow, as the central station in Glasgow has also now been fully occupied by the Islamic side, who are rioting and completely disrupted the train journeys of ordinary people in the country. Let's go to Glasgow. They commit terrorism, then they take over the streets. You see, because they are the victims, apparently, right? Where is the riot police? Vile. Now the anti-Jewish chants continue. Let's go. They asked to globalize Intifada. They did globalize Intifada today in Manchester. Evil. If you occupy train stations, the central stations, completely disrupted the whole system, the police should not just stand there and watch you. Do a crackdown. Domestic terrorism. Anyway, let's quickly go back to our live feed from Westminster. This man is also being arrested now. We can now also confirm that there is going to be a counterclash. As
he's not going to be angry in a van.
We are now going to get a counterclash because the anti-Islamists in London are now going towards Westminster, and of course the British patriots, the Jewish community, they are now on their way to Westminster, of course, to counter this and of course hold a vigil for the victims of today's Islamic attack in Manchester. Can I just quickly show you what's going on with our Home Secretary? The Home Secretary of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Shabana Mahmood, has said that she's horrified by the attack, but there is a problem. I'm just going to quickly show you her statement because she went to the scene of the crime and she had to do the whole sad face thing. Let me just show you what she says. Then I'm going to expose this so-called Home Secretary.
Horrified by the anti-Semitic attack, terrorist attack at a synagogue on the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. My prayers are with the victims and the families of all of those who are murdered here today. I want to thank the police and all of the emergency services for the speed of their response and also for their considerable bravery. The government has stepped up security at synagogues across the whole of the country, and we will do whatever is required to keep our Jewish community safe. I know that there are many questions that are still to be answered, and rest assured they will be answered as quickly as possible. It will just take a little time for us to establish exactly what has happened here, but we will share more information as soon as we are able to. What I do want to say is to those who seek to divide us, they will fail.
That's you. You will fail. You are dividing us. In case you don't know who Shabana Mahmood is, our Home Secretary, this is Shabana Mahmood, the Muslim Labour frontbencher accused of encouraging mob rule after joining anti-Israel protests which forced supermarkets to close, then demanding a goods boycott. This was Shabana Mahmood in Birmingham. Shabana Mahmood has been calling for intifada. Shabana Mahmood has been going around saying free, free Palestine. Now she's saying those who seek to divide us will fail. Really? At this point? This is the government. Andy Burnham is the mayor of Greater Manchester. The attack happened in Manchester. What Andy Burnham is doing today is using this as a political opportunity to go out there, wear a black suit, wear a black tie, look nice, look like a statesman, and try to use it for his own political gain. He didn't do anything to prevent this. He didn't do anything to try to clean up the streets. Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, who was Justice Secretary until 10 minutes ago, and she was sending British patriots and ordinary people and Jews to prison for simply being proud of their country, she now says that she wants to fight against division. Keir Starmer, who spent his youth and his career literally taking the side of anybody who's against the United Kingdom and British values, whether we're hanging out with the Eastern European communists when he was younger, whenever he was pandering to the Palestinian side and the Islamic side. Look at it now. Now he goes to Downing Street holding an emergency Cobra meeting.
And your family are safe, secure, and belong.
Oh, shut up. All right, it's also time to expose those who are not just doing reactionary politics, which is at its worst. Keir Starmer visited a synagogue over the last few minutes. Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Tory party, yeah, you remember her? She still exists. She visited a synagogue tonight over the last few minutes. Reactionary politics, okay? Forget about that. It is extremely important, even though it's uncomfortable, to show you the faces of these nutters, including Shabana Mahmood. It's important for you to see it. It's important for you to hear them out, to expose them. I'm going to show you another one. The left-wing pundits in this country, even people like Bushra Sheikh. I know you don't want to see her face. I know you don't want to hear her. But it's important to show her, to show you everything that she says. She's just said, and people like her, it's the Jews' fault. What happened in Manchester, it's on Israel. It's basically Bibi Netanyahu's fault. Let's quickly show you this vile creature, Pakistani, who holds a British passport.
I am absolutely livid right now. I'm livid right now, and I'm going to make this video because I need to do it. I have to get this off my chest because it's been months and months and months and months and months, and for some reason we can't call things out as they are. A horrific attack.
Horrific.
Place outside the synagogue in Manchester, where at least 2 people have been killed.
Crocodile tears. Injured. Crocodile tears.
And there is zero space for anybody not to condemn this for Islamophobia, anti-anything, anti-Semitism, whatever it is. There is no space for hatred and violence. Attack. What the hell is actually happening to our country? Is it partly because our government, our leaders are refusing to acknowledge what it is that is causing this spike in these hate crimes? Because that's what they are. That if it's a targeted group of people in their religious place, which they should be able to be safe without, there is a direct link. There is a direct link with geopolitical issues and the rise of hate in other countries. I blame this on Benjamin Netanyahu. Sorry, because he keeps telling the world that those atrocities that are taking place in Gaza...
What?
Is for the security and the safety of Jewish people all around the world.
Today's an example.
Anyone connect those links together. And when things like that are said on a public platform by politicians and leaders, and you're going to get people on the fringe minority that get radicalized by that shit and ends up putting Jewish communities in danger, which is what we...
Really? So what was the excuse on October the 7th, 2023? Oh, you're going to say something happened before. Years of Israeli occupation. What happened in 1967? What happened in 1948? What happened any moment? That basically the world said, let the Jews have their country, because if they stay in your country, you want to kill them. Let them have a country. What about the Arabs who are already there? They can stay. Like the Christians, like all the others, stay. We're just changing the name of the land. We're giving it independence with a flag and a border, and anybody who can stay there. If you're from there, you can stay there. The Arabs said, nope, we want to kill the Jews. That's how it started. Who caused that? What about all the other attacks? Westminster attack about 6-7 years ago. London Bridge attack. Manchester, the concert with the Ariana Grande. Was that Netanyahu's fault? That wasn't even on the Jews. First they come for the Jews, then the Christians, and everybody else. Evil, evil creatures.